Hello, my name is David Lipschitz at the My Power Station Policy Think Tank and Research Center. Our particular interest is in researching and analyzing policy implementation failure, looking for its causes and reasons. We do deep, long-term research, designing proof of concepts and testing solutions, able to make suggestions for solving complex problems. We are not complainers and blamers. We are optimists and realists, with values built on long-term idealism and ideation. Our vision is a decrease in cost of living, both for ourselves and for our life support system, our biome and biosphere. Our mission is grand strategy, building multiple strategies together, with implementable suggestions for all parts of an integral and whole system. We believe that systems cannot be looked at ceteris paribus, and that one needs to consider all factors in one's plans, whilst at the same time looking for simplicity and explanation, taking account of the jargon of each discrete field, yet at the same time building common language. We believe in intellectual, honest, deep debate and critical thinking. We welcome dissenting views and outliers. We welcome criticism and critique. We welcome the kind of fake news that forces thinkers to get out of their comfort zones and confront the reality of multiple views. We use ancient wisdom to calmly think things through. We create safe spaces based on David, our founder and leader's vision of discussion that he invented as a 17-year-old Jewish teenager, starting out as a first-year student in a residence with 300 Christians, some of whom wanted to convert him. He realized after a few weeks that discussion was starting to get heated, and that people were getting angry, and that new friendships were being hurt. Yet there was still so much to discuss and delve into and do. And so David created the We Are Here discussion framework. We Are Here says that we are here in our friendships at this baseline. We will go where mankind has never gone before, and perhaps unintentionally, due to ignorance of the other, or due to invalid assumptions or teachings, we may say things that hurt the other. We will allow these hurts and challenges to surface in a safe space where deep and meaningful discussion can ensue, and where every participant can become a facilitator and a mediator, looking for commonality as we delve into the depths of long-term dogma and teachings. And after an hour or two of this discussion, we will still be at our friendship baseline. We will not have hurt how we felt about each other at the beginning of our discussion, and at any time, if we felt unsafe or that things were getting out of control, we could revert to our friendship baseline and take a recess until our next discussion time. In the meantime, what happened in those discussions and in those times stayed there, and having settled and meditated and contemplated, when we restarted or returned, we would have benefited from universal knowledge and universal wisdom's input and blessing. Advice and suggestions in discussions, deeply processed and accepted, even with disagreements with the other, become blessings. And the most incredible thing happened. We became stronger friends. We had deeper, safer discussions. We reinforced our beliefs. We allowed each other to be different. We went deeper than anyone could possibly have imagined. And our faith and ideals and idealism's foundation grew stronger as we learned to challenge assumptions and teachings and have these deep and meaningful discussions, even while sometimes unintentionally hurting the other. Strangers with divergent opinions were welcomed, and are welcomed. Over the years, whenever David finds himself beginning to get into the depths of a discussion about gender, or feminism, or religion, or politics, or culture, or he feels like friends or associates are starting to become strangers, he enacts the friendship baseline, so that discussions can ensue in a safe and separate space, and so that the friendships and associations can continue from where they were, at the baseline, at the point of departure, rather than from the point of arrival. So welcome to a thinking environment, with a difference as we scaffold polyglots and multipotentialities, as we get together in environments of deep thinking and deep trust, and know that many new beginnings are just around the corner. And now a discussion of my power station. Each of us has a number of power stations. We have our internal power stations, which make us who we are, and which build and reinforce self-esteem, so that even if we are attacked, we can recover with a sense of reinforced immunity, not completely closed to the negative forces in our world, but also not completely dislodged by their thinking and influence. We have our external power stations, where we work or associate or make friends. We have the power stations that give us our energy, the sun, source of our continuing daily life here on planet Earth, sustaining our food and cycle of life. Communications, electricity, water, waste, sewage, transport, food, and other centralized and decentralized systems allow our lives to be more and more comfortable. And so we have my power station, which once reinforced with self-esteem becomes our power station, which allows for a reduced cost of living for ourselves and for our planet. Welcome again to the My Power Station Policy Think Tank and Research Center. Please reach out and make an appointment at calendly.com/diptav. Thank you very much for listening to this introduction to My Power Station, to My Power Station's Policy Think Tank and Research Center, to our values and mission, our ideals, and how we turn ideals into realism, and how we look at reality, how we realize things, how we make things real, and how we take things forward, how we find a safe space for meaningful discussion, for deep discussion, in a space where we are here stays, we are here. The baseline stays the baseline. At any point, we can return to our baseline and continue the discussions another time. Thank you very much.